Hi, and welcome to Craft Along with Jay. My name is Yetta, and I'm so happy you could join me today. Today we're going to do some really fun summer decor pieces. For project number one, we're going to need some popsicle sticks. I don't know what size these are. I know they came from Walmart though. I've had them for quite some time. I'm ending up making 6 sets of three, but I really just need 2 sets of three. And that's because I was planning a different project with these and I changed my mind, and then I'm going to end up just 2 sets of three. So I'm going to put three of them together, and I'm just making sure that they're flush next to each other. And one of these are warped, so I'm changing it out so that way they're flat and they're flush. And once I've gotten that done, I am going to take my pencil and then make a little rounded top at the top of the popsicle sticks. So it goes across all three popsicle sticks like so. And then I'm just eyeballing it the length of what I need, and I'm just making a straight line across. And then I'm just gonna cut them straight across at the bottom, but I'm using my scissors at the top where it's more rounded. And I did put a piece of masking tape around it. It kind of helps with it um, kind of breaking down the middle. So just put a piece of tape around it. And once I've cut them down, according to my pencil marks, I'm taking some painter's tape and putting it around the back, and that way it's easier to flip them in between and add some wood glue, like so. And then I'm just wiping the excess off, and then I'm putting some wood tape on it to hold it in place until it dries. And I believe I let it dry overnight. And while that's drying, I'm taking this wood piece and I'm painting it with Waverly chalk paint and plaster. I did sand this wood piece down because it has so much glitter on it, and we definitely didn't need any of that. So that has all been sanded off, and the paper didn't come off at all. It was down tight. So I just painted on top, and it worked out fine. You can't even tell. But I do have to give it 2 coats just to get full coverage because the red and the blue was kind of showing through on the first coat. So I'm giving it 2 full coats, and I let it dry in between coats. And then I'm also giving it a coat of Mod Podge and let that dry. And here I got my pieces, my popsicle pieces, and I'm just sanding them around the edges to make it smooth. And then I'm painting one with maize and one with creamy coral. And that's what they look like. And then while that's drying, I'm taking my butterfly napkin and I separated the plies because we're just going to need the top ply. And I laid that down on my dry Mod Podge and put some parchment paper on top, and I'm just going to iron it down. This will activate the Mod Podge and it will adhere the napkin. And just making my way all the way around. And then I'm going to just take my sanding block and sand off the excess. And you got to make sure to sand in a downward motion. And then I'm just taking a little bit of Mod Podge and use my fan brush, and I'm just very lightly giving it a very light coat of Mod Podge. Didn't want to soak it up because then it tends to kind of bubble up or wrinkle. So just very little and just very lightly. And then I got this pack of wood letters from Hobby Lobby and they were 40% off. And then I just picked out the letters that I needed to spell out the words cool, stay cool. And I laid them out. And then I'm going to take Kelly Green and True Blue. And I was kind of coordinating my popsicles and my wording to the colors on the butterflies on the napkin. And this worked out really well. So here I'm painting the word cool with the Kelly green. And I didn't want my words to match the popsicles either, so that's why I chose these 2 colors. But it looks really nice together. I'm very pleased with the results. And here I'm just, for the word cool, it's the Kelly green, and for the word stay, it's true blue. You just use a very fine paintbrush to paint those. And then I'm going to figure out my placements and then start gluing it down. And these two popsicle sticks I'm using here, which is some I had left over from when I was cutting the popsicles to size. So that worked out really well. And then we're just working on the placement. It's kind of like a fun, whimsical, summer cool project. Summer's all about having fun, isn't it? And here I'm just gluing them all into place. We'll speed it up for you here to see the process of it all coming together. I love watching that. There we go. And then we just need our little popsicles. And then I'm also deciding to use some of this ivory colored jute twine. And I'm just going to go around the edge of my little piece here. Just give it like a nice finished look. I don't think I showed you the whole thing all the way around. I sure hope not. But you just follow all the way around. There we go. There it is. Okay, then on for project number 2. It's another fun one. I got this wood piece home. I'm not sure where I got it from. And I'm going to paint that with my creamy coral. It could be from Walmart I got that, actually. But I'm not sure. And I'm just making sure I'm getting the right paintbrush. There we go. And I'm just going to paint the word just on top. I'm not painting the side. I kind of like the wood color showing on the sides. So just the top part. I'm painting rather fast, aren't I? I wish I could paint that fast in real life. All right, there we go. And then I'm taking a French lilac, peacock, pale daffodil, and celery. And then I'm going to take, I think I'm picking out a total of 12, 10 or 12, 10 I think. And I'm painting 2 seashells with the same color. And I'm also leaving 2 of them white. So like 2 in creamy coral, 2 with celery, 2 with French lilac, 2 with peacock, 2 with pale daffodil, and then 2 whites. So maybe that is 12 seashells. I'll go digging for some more here in a second. I was just having fun with it. Just felt like doing something fun, something different. So I hope you liked this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I would appreciate it. And if you're new, I hope you liked this video and you will consider subscribing. I would love to have you. And then I got this, what is that, like a twine wreath. There were 2 in a pack from Hobby Lobby, and I think it was like $4.49 or $4.99. And I'm pretty sure I got that at 40% off as well. And I'm just using one of them, and I'm gluing on my home sign, and then I'm just decorating with the colorful seashells. Make it very beachy, very summery, very bright, fun. Just different. I like that. That's what it looks like with all the embellishments on. Then I got this water scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby, 69 cents, 40% off. Can't beat that. And then this 125 sign from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just covering it with some Elmer's glue. And then I'll just attach my water and then just press it down very nicely. then there's just a little tiny piece of paper over the edge all the way around. So I'm just using my X-Acto knife and I'm trimming that off. And then here I got some uh, twine ribbon and I'm going to just wrap it around the wreath and then I'll glue it to the back. So it's kind of hanging over. It's kind of like a fun little background. And then I decided to use some more seashells because it was kind of went for the theme. I'm going to leave these white and I'm just going to use it as a border around my sign here. I think it made it really extra fun. Gotta let me know what you think about these projects. Just leave me a comment. I would love to read them. And if there's something you would have done differently or added, just let me know. It's just having fun with it. There we go. That's what it looks like. I think it's super cute. All right, then we're moving on to project number 3, and this one is very easy, very quick. So I'm going to use this green gingham ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and I got this little straw hat from Hobby Lobby as well. I do not think I got this on sale. It was like $1.49, but still cheap. And I'm just measuring out some ribbon to go around the edge of my straw hat, making like a fun summer hat. I'm just going to cut off to the length that I feel like I need at the moment. And then I'm just going to hot glue this into place. And I'm just going to give it a little dab of hot glue, just in random places as I'm going around. And then when I get to the back, I wasn't quite sure how to connect them in the back because I did wanted some tails kind of hanging down a little bit. I'm trying tying it, but it didn't quite look right and it didn't quite work well to my liking. So I'm ending up just crisscrossing them. You'll see in a second how that works, but I think that looks so much better. Yeah, I'm trying to tie it and I was like, yeah, no, it's not gonna work. But sometimes you gotta try things to figure out if it's gonna work or not, if you like it or not, right? Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, no. Mm-mm. So we're just gonna crisscross it like that and just give it a dab of glue. We'll do the same thing on the other side. And then it just made like a little tiny bow with no tails because it already has tails on the hat. And I'm just gonna glue that little bow into place. And I have it down a little bit where the tails are crossing. So there's a little bit of space. I'm going to take this white sunflower and I'm going to cut it down. And that little space that's open back there, I'm going to add that one. And it looks so cute, so adorable. I love it. Very simple. And I'm going to take this little wire basket I got from the Dollar Tree and I just picked out 4. Oh, are these Cosmos? I can't remember what these picks are. But anyway, I picked 4 of them out yellow because it's so bright and so summery. And I'm going to cut them down and place one in each corner of my wire basket. This one doesn't have any leaves, so off camera I'm going through my little basket of extra leaves and I found some and I just attached that. And now I'm going to glue it all together. My little sunflower in my hat. And then once that's in place, I'm going to start gluing in my yellow flowers to the corner of my basket. And I'm using Gorilla Glue sticks because that seems to work rather well on these metal bars. And then I'm going to place my little hat in the middle, and I got this little clothespin, and I believe that's from Crafter Square at Dollar Tree as well. And I'm just going to hang it like that. You can always change it out if you need to later, but that's what it looks like. Super cute, right? Let me know. And here, let's take a look at all of them. Here's my Stay Cool popsicle thing. I think this one is so fun. I love it. I want to thank you all so much for clicking my video today and staying with me till the end. I truly, truly appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment if you haven't already done so. I appreciate you all so much. Until next time.